Hi everyone, I'm Nathan with the ebookreader.com. I'm going to give you guys a review of the Kindle Touch today, how it handles PDF files. So I already did the main review, so if you're looking for that, just check out my YouTube channel. I'll have the video for that. But for this video, I'm just going to focus on PDF files. So it's a lot different than the other Kindles. So with the other Kindles, you had like different zooming options, you had different percentages, and you could also switch to landscape mode. So far with the Kindle Touch, for some reason we don't have any landscape mode, even with the PDF or ebook files. So landscape mode is out. What we have, you don't have the box either. The old Kindles had this box where you highlighted what you wanted to zoom in. What you do with the Kindle Touch is you just double tap, and that will cut the margins. It fits the page to the screen, and you can scroll up and down this way. Another option is to pinch zoom, and then you use the, obviously you scroll around the screen as well. There's these little lines down here that show you what part of the screen you're on, so it's sort of in the middle right there. And you can zoom back out. The zooming, pinch zooming isn't as smooth as it is on other e-readers like on the Sony, so you can't see it as much sometimes. It sort of just goes from small to large suddenly. But so that's how the zooming works. So we've got the other features as well. You've got the, like for the regular ebook features, you've got the dictionary, you got highlights and notes, and then those get saved as a text file so that you can export them. So we've got the on-screen keyboard with the Kindle Touch. I find that it works really, really well. And then you turn pages obviously by tapping the screen here. I noticed the PDFs don't have the partial page refresh that ebooks do. They automatically refresh the full page every time. And then if you tap on the side, you go back. You get the menu by tapping the top. So we don't have the other a lot of the features that the other ebooks have. What we have here is you can jump to the table of contents, and you can jump to a specific page. And like I said, you can add notes and highlights. We've got contrast for PDFs. You can adjust the contrast. So this is actually a nice feature. If your PDFs are light colored, you can see it made that quite a bit different. Big difference here. So this is what it was normal, and it's quite a lot darker right there. So it does help make the text more readable. It does make it a little bit more jagged. It's not quite as defined as it is when it's on the normal mode. Okay, so some of the other features we have, that text-to-speech does work on most PDFs that I've tried. Sometimes it will not work. It just sort of depends, but for the most part I've had good luck with it.
Recreations, CH. I was not itself a prime. Let the numbers be M&N.
Got two voices and then three rates of speaking.
One of these numbers
and this is the volume right here, since the Kindle doesn't actually have volume buttons. If you tap in the corner up there, you can add bookmarks. Double tap gives the zoom, like I said. There doesn't seem to be any kind of fast page turn, so you can't like hold down and turn the pages. So let me show you some of the other PDFs. So it's just sort of a basic text PDF. Let me show you another text PDF. So this is probably the, like these are ebook type PDFs. So you got the wide margins, and then the formatting like this is going to be too small to read. So one thing you can do with text-based PDFs like that one, as long as there isn't any complex formatting, you can actually have Amazon convert it, and they will, which is essentially reflow. So then it will look like this. It'll have all the regular Kindle features, has the partial page refresh, and then it has the additional Kindle features like, let's see here, in the menu. So yeah, you have all the font adjusting options, and you have your spacing options just like a regular ebook when you have Amazon convert them. So you can send your PDFs to the Kindle Touch just by emailing it to them, and then it will deliver it via Wi-Fi. So what you do that way is it costs money if you have it over 3G, so you got to do it over Wi-Fi. And then you can have them converted. So that's the same ebook. You just put convert in the subject line of the email, and it'll convert it. Otherwise, if you just send it as is without putting convert, it'll just send the PDFs to the device like this. So so foreign language books and stuff like that, it will work as long as obviously if the text is embedded in the PDF. Let me show you this 2-column PDF. So 2 columns kind of work well when you're doing the double tap, because then it zooms in, and then right there you got, it's easy to read, and you scroll like this. Obviously, actually if you hit this button right here, or the page forward, it will go as well. So the two column PDFs are nice on the Kindle Touch. Like this one, you can see here the text is nice and readable, and then when you zoom in like that, you just go like this. There is one problem, however, right there. If your PDF has any kind of different size text at the top of the column or anything, it will try to fit that to the size. So then it does this really screwy thing right here where it zooms it in really far, and then it has problems getting back to how it's supposed to be. There we go, it finally goes back. So let me show you what that looks like normally. So we've got that spot up there, and so this would cause problems too. So if there's any kind of variation in how the column is laid out, then you'll have problems because it'll try to automatically zoom into that size instead of like what the column width is. Okay, I'll show you a couple of these other PDFs. So the Kindle, it's really not that great for PDFs in my estimation. You got the double tap, you got the fit to zoom and all that, but as far as like these type of PDFs, if you're going to read comics, I just don't see it working. You don't have any landscape mode, and then you can use the pinch zooming to go to get the text balloons big enough to read, but it's so inconsistent. It's like you kind of got to adjust to get it just right, and then you get to move around the screen by scrolling the whole time. So I really don't see it as being that great of a PDF reader for comics. Just like basic text-based PDFs work well with that zooming method, but I don't see it being very good for these type of PDFs. And here's another one. Let me load up this large PDF I have right here. This is like a 90 megabyte PDF. It does load it fast. It loads it surprisingly fast. And you got the different zoom options, like obviously, like I said, like this. Now let me show you one problem with this double tap zooming method. Is like right here where it's the examining part extends beyond the column. So if you double tap to zoom in and then you come over here, obviously that's going to be partially out if it's not all in the same line, and you got to scroll over it. It kind of sometimes goes back. So the PDF support, I'd say, on the Kindle Touch is pretty iffy. I'd check out the PRS-T1 if I were you, if you really wanted some PDFs on a 6-inch device. The problem is 6-inch devices just aren't going to be very good for PDFs. Okay, so I think I've shown you everything pretty much as far as PDFs go. And then, like I said, you've got the page button, you got the jump to page, you got search. It actually generates a table of contents, which is impressive because it doesn't do that for ebooks. So the table of contents support is improved over the other Kindles, I would say. It's just you really only have the one zooming option, the double tap, and then the pinch zooming, which works okay, but it's kind of hard to get it to just right. There we go. And then you got to scroll around the page this way. So the bottom line is the Kindle Touch, it'll work as a serviceable PDF e-reader, but it's not going to be something you want to use for PDFs all the time. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this review right here. Check out theebookreader.com. I'll have more information on there. Thank you for watching.